Hi everyone, Arlynn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again. And thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I need to drop that down, thank you, because Chris is taller than me in the torso and I'm always being choked by his seat belt, and he was the last one to drive. I thought I would just come back today for a real quick little, car chit chat. Chris and I'm following Chris. We are on our way to Arby's. We're going to have a little bit of Arby's for lunch today because Arby's is very close to my nail place. I have a nail appointment today. So I thought I would just chit chat with you. I really don't have any questions from you guys to answer, but I thought I would just come back and chit chat with you for a little bit here. Oh my goodness. We are headed to Candace's house after my nail appointment today, and to take her a table because she's going to be having company come by and she needs a little bit of some extra sitting space. So we are taking her a table later today, and it is a beautiful day here in Virginia, which is odd though, I have to tell you. It's supposed to be 81 degrees today, y'all. Here I am in my cold shoulders little sweater and my florally ankle pants because it's supposed to be in the 80s today, for crying out loud. Now I will say the temperature's supposed to drop out of the bottom, as Chris said this morning. I think tomorrow or the next day, sometime pretty quick here. It's supposed to be in the 50s, I believe, and back in the 30s at night. So that's more like it. That's more like the weather we usually have around here. So, but anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with my nails. I've had Christmassy nails for the last 3 weeks because I've been working on my Christmas decorating. But now the palette is going to lighten up. And it just so happened that I got all my red and white and gold decor done before it was time to get my nails done. So I think I'm going to go with a pink, with a dark pink, with maybe a flower. My little van, my little lady had an emergency situation, and she is not there today. So I'm going to have another girl. So I'm not sure how much she can do. It just might be a polish, today for the next few weeks. So I think I'll pick a pretty dark pink or something. I'm not sure, to go with the blue and white. I'm not into like blue fingernails or anything like that. I'm showing my age, I guess, because I really don't care for blue fingernail polish. I see other people wear it and it's really cute. It really looks cute, but for me, I'm just too conservative, I think. So I'll probably go with a pretty pink, maybe a little glitter, something like that. I love my glitter. But yeah, I have that. I don't know how long. Hopefully it won't take too long. We usually pick up pizza to take with us to when, we always arrive with food. How many of you parents do that? How many of you parents arrive with food all the time? My dad still does that. He'll cut here for Thanksgiving and he will come with, who knows what. He said he's going to make us something with, I don't know, broccoli and duck sauce and I don't know what all, some kind of chicken, I believe he said. And I'm not sure what he was making. I was just said, Dad, we can have a pot of chili, which I have on my channel, by the way. I have a recipe for chili on my channel that you guys are welcome to look up, or I'll try to remember to link. I'm not going to sure I'm going to have time to even get this up today. Y'all probably won't see this till tomorrow, which will be Friday. But I'm not sure when I'm going to come back with my powder room. But anyway, I have a recipe for chili, super easy, but it is so good. It was my grandmother's recipe, as I said. It is so good. It's just ground beef and a few cans of kidney beans, 2 cans of tomato soup, Campbell's tomato soup, 2 cans of tomato sauce, and a big can of diced tomatoes, and then a taco chili seasoning mix, and that's really all it is. And with onions, I brown let me get out of here. I brown an onion with the ground beef, and that's really it. And you just put it in the crock pot and it cooks, and it is delicious. Honestly, every time. Foolproof chili. Easy peasy recipe, home, kind of homegrown recipe, nothing special to it. You know, that's what most of my recipes are like that. I'm not one to put tons of spices or tons of herbs and tons of this and that. You know, just give me good basic comfort food, and that's what I like. So, goodness gracious, there's traffic all over the place here today. Hang on, let me get out on this road. So that's what our plan is, to have the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, because it'll just probably be my dad there that evening, and then the kids will come. Well, they might come that evening. I'm not sure when everybody's coming yet. And so it'll be the kids and my dad and Chris and I for Thanksgiving. And on Thanksgiving Day, it's just the same old as we cook every year. Turkey. My dad brings the turkey, but he'll bring the turkey. Then whatever the stuff he is bringing for whatever this is, he's making us to go with the chili. Not sure how good it'll go with the chili, but hey, we'll go with it. You know, that's okay. And then he's bringing a big pumpkin pie from Costco. Have you all seen the pumpkin pies at Costco? They're huge. And I said, Dad, I'll have one piece. And he goes, oh, you can have more than one. I said, Dad, I'll have one piece on Thanksgiving Day. I'll have one piece. And, you know, I'll send it home probably with him. Some of it with him, some of it with Candace likes pumpkin pie. I may be making pumpkin dream bars, but I don't know, which is like a kind of a pumpkin cheesecake kind of a recipe. I don't know whether I've ever done that on camera or not. If I have, I'll put that a link for that too. If I haven't, that might be something I'll make on camera. I know that you guys like my cooking videos, and I haven't done very many because I've been too busy decorating, you know. So anyway, but we'll have the same old, you know. For Thanksgiving Day, it'll be just turkey and maybe a ham, and 2 different kinds of stuffing. We make mushroom stuffing, which is Chris's favorite and Kristen's favorite, and then also we'll make sausage stuffing, which was my grandmother's recipe, which is my favorite, my dad's favorite. Everybody likes the sausage stuffing, so I'll make a batch of that. Of course, tons of gravy. And Candace will probably make her green beans. Not sure what Kristen will make this year. She usually makes something. Rolls, coleslaw. We always have coleslaw. We always have sauerkraut. That might seem weird, and I don't even know where that came from. My grandmother always made sauerkraut, and I'm not sure why that started. And the way I make my sauerkraut is I make it really sweet. I make it really, really sweet. I cook it in the crock pot, just pour the cans, juice and all, in the crock pot, and I add an onion, one white or one yellow onion, sliced really thin, like as thin as the sauerkraut is, you know, so you really can't tell a piece of sauerkraut from an onion. And then I add tons of brown sugar, bacon. I render off some bacon first, and then I add the sauerkraut and the onion, and then I put tons of brown sugar, light brown sugar, to taste. And I keep adding it through the day. Honest to goodness, I keep adding it. And it is really good. And everybody, well, not everybody, Chris, my dad, and I love the sauerkraut. So be making that as usual. I don't know. I usually make a sweet potato casserole, which is super sweet. And I don't know whether I'll make that or I'll need to make that today. Mashed potatoes, of course. And, you know, just the same old that I'm sure everybody has, you know, on their Thanksgiving Day. So then, you know, so we'll eat probably 2-ish, I would say, 2 o'clock-ish. And then, of course, the football games. My dad loves his football games. They'll be playing. And the TV will be playing. And then we will decorate the big tree. Chris and I will have it decorated up to the point of ornaments. We'll put the lights up. Chris, actually, he does it. I don't do that. It is huge. It's a 9-foot tree, but then we add a 3-foot topper to it. It ends up to be about 12 and a half feet tall. It is massive. And it is the tree where all of our sentimental ornaments go, you know. So we put all the sentimental ornaments on it after we eat and after we get settled, you know, and take a nap or whatever that evening, usually when it gets dark. You know, that's usually, excuse me, my nose is itching like crazy. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But that is usually when we put the ornaments on the tree, you know. So that'll be our Thanksgiving Day. Like, I didn't need to tell you all about my Thanksgiving Day, but to tell you about my decorating moving forward. As I said in yesterday's video, or Wednesday's video, I will be doing the powder room next, and that is in a cobalt blue, white, and silver motif. And then I think next week I'm going to put the blue and white tree up. And I'm not sure how much of that I will get on camera, because Chris will help me with that, of course. And, but regardless of how much I put of our decorating it on the tree, y'all will see that blue and white tree next week. Because that tree is my dad's favorite tree, and I absolutely have got to have that up before Thanksgiving, because he will just sit in there in that room. I've got picture books and all kinds of stuff. He loves to sit in there and look through all the photo albums and my picture books, and we'll look at that tree. I think it reminds him of my mom, honestly. My mom loved blue. I dedicate that whole side of the house, as you'll hear me say, I'm sure, to my mom. And because I know that she would absolutely love to see that that side of the house decorated in the blues and the whites and the AC prettiness and warmness of that side of the house. I know for a fact that she would love it. So I dedicate that side of the house to her. Plus, of course, I do the pink hutch, around her doll in the pink and gold. So I'll do that too. But I think that's why my dad really loves that side of the house's decor. He loves the traditional too, don't get me wrong. And oh my goodness, he goes nuts over that. And as I think I've told you guys before, for those of you who have been with me for years and years will know this, my dad will walk in. I'm sorry, I'm so sentimental. And he will put his hands behind his back, and he will just walk around to every vignette, every detail. He'll look at everything, you guys. He'll look at everything. He loves, that's where I get my love of Christmas, I guess. Of course, we're Christians, and we love, the reason for the season. Jesus is the reason for the season. We love that. But we've had family traditions for my entire life that my mom and dad made for me, and that we made for our children, and now we are making for Maverick, So he loves Christmas, and he loves my decorating. My dad is one of my biggest fans. He's so sweet. And I'm so grateful to still have him. He's going to be 88, you guys, in February. So I'm so grateful to still have that wonderful man in my life. So in our lives. And Maverick even knows, as you saw in the video the other day, he knows who Grandpa is. He calls him Grandpa, calls Chris Papa, and calls my dad Grandpa. It's wonderful. Anyway, as I'm getting all emotional, I'm talking myself into tears, for crying out loud. We are almost to Arby's. What I get at Arby's is I get a roast beef sandwich, sans the bread, no bread. They just give it to me in a little container, and I have about 3 or 4 curly fries and a Diet Coke, and that will be it. And then later tonight, as I said, we always take pizza. We always pick up Lito's Pizza on the way to Candace's, but I'll ask Chris to please stop at Chick-fil-A, and I get myself a 12-piece chicken tender meal, which is grilled chicken tenders. So that's what I do. So I am still on my diet. I've lost 88, a little bit over 88 pounds. It's going so slow. But 88 pounds, still going. I'm still working at it every single day in and day out, one day at a time. Sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking of you. Chris just took off, and I'm closing my eyes in a prayerful way, and my car's telling me to go. That's what that beat was. Anyway, we're almost to Arby's. I will come back when I come out of my nail place, and I'll show you what I chose to do with my nails, or what she could do with my nails, and then I'll chit-chat with you a little bit more on my way back to the house, where Chris and I will join forces in the same car in the Outback today. I'm driving my Sonata. By the way, this is a Sonata, Hyundai Sonata Hybrid is what I'm driving. You always ask me every time I do my car chit-chat, so I thought I'd tell you. Sonata Hybrid. And Chris, we've got an Outback that we will take with the table already in it. So, all right, I'll catch you in a little while when I come back out of my nail place. Whoa, Chris almost just got hit. Holy guacamole, he almost got hit. Whoa. Wow. This guy almost pulled right in front of him. Nope, I'm not letting you in either. Jerk. Goodness gracious, you need to watch where you're going. You almost hit my husband, lady. Oh. Anyway. Gosh. All right, you guys, I'll be back in a little bit. Bye. I'm back. Oh my goodness, the sun is just coming in here. But here you go. I'm going to wait till I get to another place. Miss Nina did me today with Van being out of town, and I just had her do a glitter. Aren't they pretty? Just a pink glitter. I think they're going to be beautiful for when I start decorating in the lighter and airier colors. I am going to move to get out of the sun. My goodness gracious. I don't even know whether you guys could see that or not. But had a lovely visit. I saw an old friend in there, and we just talked and talked and talked and got all caught up. And then Nina took me, and she did a wonderful job, just a wonderful job. She doesn't do some of the work that Van does, like the stickers and stuff, but I just picked a glittery color, and isn't that a beautiful pink color? I love it. I absolutely love it. So now it is, it's 1:30. It took me a long time in there today. So it's 1:30 and I'm headed home, and it'll take me 15 minutes to get home, and then gonna hop in the car with Chris and head out to go to Candace's. So, oh my goodness gracious. You know, it is so good. We have lived in this area for the whole time we've been married, 41 years. And you know, you meet a lot of people in 41 years. And it is so nice to see somebody that I haven't seen in years and years and years and years and years. And it was nice to visit with her for a little bit and get all caught up. So anyway, on my way home now, and I really don't have a lot more to say. You know, I really don't have a lot more going on. We of course will be back tonight from Candace's, so I will try to get this video up tomorrow at some point, and then we'll probably plan on doing the powder room Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which, but had a lot of videos for you lately, huh? Let me just ask you, since I'm talking here, this is a little different video than a decorating video. I do videos like this for those of you who are new, sometimes just little card chit chats or little Q&As, or you know, shopping hauls and all kinds of stuff. I do all kinds of different stuff. I don't do a daily vlog, you guys. It's just, I just don't have the time to do that with all the decorating and stuff. But I do a little pop-up video like this every now and again. So please do subscribe if you're just catching me here. I would love to invite you into my YouTube family. And if you do subscribe, go ahead and hit the bell so that when the drop-down menu comes up, hit the all so that you never miss one of my uploads. And then of course hit like, and if you don't mind watching the video all the way through, I guess for you guys that way, that really helps apparently my algorithms and helps me. I'm really trying to grow my channel. I would love to, sorry, it's the person in front of me. Sorry, lady. Oh my goodness, the lady was sitting there texting or something and did not move through the light. Goodness gracious, that was rude. Anyway, oh, there's that sun again. Woo, buddy. But anyway, I'm trying to grow my channel. I would love to get to 40,000 here, you know, within the next however many months, but I don't foresee that that's going to happen. But that's my next goal. I just hit 35,000 during this series, so I would love to get to 40,000 for sure. And you know, so your subscription would be much appreciated. It's free. It's free to subscribe. So anyway, all right, you guys, I think that's about it. That's all I have to talk to you about. And it is very, very sunny here in Virginia. And it is 75 degrees. 75 degrees on, what is today? November the 9th, I think. To November the 9th. I don't know whether I'm even close to that, but I think it's November the 9th. So 75 degrees. my goodness gracious, it's never this, very rarely this warm at this time of year here. But anyway, alrighty, you guys, I think that'll be it. So let me go ahead and go into some final words and say, for those of you, let me just say this. For those of you who don't know about my final words, I know I've gotten a lot of new subscribers as of late. And I told this story once, I think, in my Christmas series, but I'll say it one more time here. I was having a terrible time trying to figure out how to close out my videos. You know, it's hard to say goodbye, you know, sometimes. So one time I was sitting there, I was struggling, I was trying to think of, you know, kept mumbling around with my words, and all of a sudden I felt like I had a blackboard behind the camera, and these words were almost like they were typed up there for me, and I feel like they were a gift from the Lord for me to give to you. Now, you may not need them today, but there's maybe somebody else out there who needs them, and I hope that whomever may need to hear these words hears them, takes them to heart, and knows that I mean them from my heart to yours. So I'll just say thank you all so much for joining me today. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that there's someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.